Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're here to talk about our lovely Razer Taipan review. So this is our mics. It's very beautiful. It's just amazing. You see, this is a logo here. There's a bunch of buttons, and then you flip it, and then you see text. Yeah, just because this is not the real mics. It's just a piece of paper that you get when you purchase, or if you get it for free, I don't know how, but as long as you obtain this lovely mouse. I'm gonna go ahead and lift up this so you can actually see the box. There's really nothing much about it, so I'm not really gonna go through and review the damn box for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and actually jump right into it and see actually what this baby boy is about. It just opens up and then there's a mouse here. So yeah, and Razer takes proud of in the products. They're like, yeah, there's no turning back now. Yeah. So it's really awesome. So we're gonna put this here. So here's our mouse. I'm kidding. Here's our mouse. So I already connected this awesome bad boy to the computer because why not? The first thing I wanna actually point out is that the USB stick is golden. Is that's what Razer actually does, which is really cool. It's more durable. So yeah, that's awesome. So the very first thing that we want to talk about this mouse is that, hey, it's ambidextrous. So it's perfect for both lefties and righties. So you see two buttons right here in the right side and two on the left, and then we have our awesome Razer logo popping here. Obviously you can change whether you want this to be steady color, if you want it to breathe, or if you just want it to just leave it off. Same thing with this. We're gonna have a look at these later on in the video, so stay tuned. So personally, I love this mouse. There's so many other mouses, Razer mouses or any other mouses in the market that you could actually go for, and they're all perfect. But I'm a lefty, but I do not use this with my left hand. But there are a lot of lefties who use it with their right hand, so that's just fine. But in case you want to be a lefty, go ahead and embrace that left hand of yours. So this is my left hand, this is my right hand, and I'm gonna go and it just fits. And I relatively do have a little bit of chubby hand, so you can see. This is my palm. I'm gonna place it right here. It's just so good. It fits perfectly. I don't really have big ass hands. It's relatively just average, I suppose, but even if they're big, it would all fit, trust me. Like the way that there's a bunch of curves, and they just support every sort of hand design, hence the ambidextrous. So it's pretty good. Now in a lot of reviews, a lot of other people who've bought this awesome mouse, they told me that, hey, the buttons are absolutely awesome, but the problem is when you actually whether you're using on the left hand or right hand, I'm gonna actually use the left hand just get a better shot. You might accidentally click the other two buttons on this side, because usually you keep on this and and then you click them and it works, and then boom boom. But for me, it actually never happened to me. I've never clicked the buttons on the other side, whether I'm using the left or the right. I've never accidentally pressed them. But I suppose that would just depends on your hand. So yeah. Alright, now we're gonna take a closer look. Alright guys, so this bad boy has two lovely buttons right here, and that'll let you adjust the DPI right on the spot. So if you're gaming, or if you're designing something, the mouse is just going all over the place and you want to slow it down, or vice versa, just click the button and it'll just adjust the DPI. Now the maximum DPI of this perfect mouse is sitting at 8200 DPI, 4G laser sensor. It actually uses two basically sensors, like optical and a laser, just for the perfect accuracy. So if you actually don't have a mouse pad, It just works on almost any surface. Like this one's like kind of gray. It works. Like I just calibrated it once with the synapse 2.0, and it just worked. It was perfect. I had no problem whatsoever, and I actually sometimes just um, don't use a mouse pad because I don't know why, because my mouse pad isn't so good at the moment. What a load of awesomeness. It absolutely works. You just go to the app, you calibrate it once, and it just works. Um, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. The mouse. Just have another look. It looks just fantastic. I mean, we have other mouses that I'm gonna talk about later on. And you can just see the difference. Not in this video. It's gonna be next one because I'm just particularly gonna talk about each Razer mouse individually. So it's pretty ergonomic. It's really nice. It feels nice. It, like, you know, if your hands are slippery, I don't know, if you sweat a lot or whatnot, it's not gonna make your hand basically slip. It's just gonna work. It's gonna be sticky here. It does, however, obviously, if you know eat some oily oily food, all the marks are gonna be apparent. Um, it's sort of reasonable, but wish there was a better fine print on this. But I'm gonna mention before jumping. Oh, it's dirty. Is the cable itself. As I mentioned before, the USB stick is gold, and I don't think it's real gold, but it does make it look at least durable. I'm yet to have problems with the USB sticks itself, but the cable itself is braided fiber cable basically, so it is awesome. Uh, and oh my, the sides of this, both sides on the left, well on the right, and the left, they're rubberized contour thumb grips basically, so you know you can always keep your grip with your thumb or however else you like to somehow hold this. Like some people are like, oh, it's pretty good. So yeah, there you go, guys. Now, hello guys. So here we are once again with Razer Synapse. They have this awesome software where you can customize any single Razer product that you have, which is really awesome and awesome, I suppose. So here we go. This is the software where you have your mouse. So it's absolutely completely customizable. You can customize all the buttons except the very first one, the left button, obviously, because I mean, if you do, you're just gonna mess up everything, trust me. So you're better off not being able to actually customize your left click. So right click, you can customize anything else, and then you can decide the right side or the left side. If you click, it shows you. So this is the ninth buttons, 8th, and then 11th and 10th. So it's like all these awesome buttons. So you can customize them individually. So for me, I've already customized that I want. Because okay, so like I'm holding I am see like I'm holding the mouse with my right hand, even though I'm a lefty. Like that's it's fine, I can do it, no problem whatsoever. So these two buttons here, I have programmed them to increase the volume. As you can see, as I click it just increase and decrease the volume. It's perfect. Like I have no problem with the hand. If you see, like, you know, my thumb is here, and then with this finger I can just increase the volume and then decrease it. I mean, it's fine. That's how it works, and I have absolutely no problem with this whatsoever. But it's absolutely up to your fingers and your hand basically, because for some people they might have problem using the other two. So yeah. Alright, so you can easily customize everything, but the cool thing about this is they have this profiles that you can create. Now each profile could be assigned to an individual program,
or individual task or whatever that you're doing on your computer. So for example, if I'm in a specific game, I could assign these buttons to do different things, different tasks in this specific game. If I want now on a Windows, on just my desktop, I want it now to do different things. So you can actually do that. You can program every single buttons for different tasks. You know, I only have one because I don't do a lot of complicated stuff, because why would I don't really need it. So there's one, I'm just gonna call it profile. I have everything, but if I want to, I can link this specific profile to say a specific software. If I'm working with my motion graphics software, or if I'm playing a game, I want the buttons to do different things. That's absolutely essential to have a professional gaming that can not a gaming a professional mouse that is able to cover anything that you want to do with. So that's just perfect. So I love this. You can add as many as you can, like 10,000 profiles, and let each one do different things. We're gonna go back to profile one. Now the next one, there's a next tab called performance. Yes, the performance yet again. Each one, so like say for World of Warcraft, if I'm playing such a game, I want the DPI, the sensitivity of the mouse cursor, basically. I want it to be this specific DPI set, or I could just change it if I'm on the desktop. So for each program, I can do that as well. So both buttons, both for performance, there's a DPI and acceleration, it could be customized for different tasks. So keep that in mind. That's just amazing. Usually go with 1600. Now, just to mention one thing, as seen before, there are two buttons on the mouse. When I click them, as you can see, it basically jumps to a preset DPI. So that's sort of a quick way of changing it, but for me it's just like, from 800, I want to increase it. I press the button and it just jumps to 1800. But I don't want that. I don't want 1800. I want 1600, something right in between. The buttons themselves usually wouldn't do that, so you might be able to actually customize them as well. So yeah, you can go to number 4, which is the sensitivity stage up and down, and then you can change that. So configure sensitivity stage. So each time I click, you see the stage 1 is 800, stage 2 is 18, 4000, 64, 8200. Now, so I'm saying for the second time, the stage 2, instead of 1800, I want that to be 1600. And go ahead and save that. That's simple. So now, yes, 1600. Now it works. So 800, 1600, 4000, and so on, so forth. So now, the next one I like to talk about, and configure sensitivity stage, which is just the same thing. There's a shortcut, you can go ahead and do that there. Next tab, lighting. Most of your favorite part here is where you can play around with the lighting. Obviously, this is not a chroma version. Razer doesn't have a Taipan chroma version at all, so they only have the black one and the white version, white color. And it's fine. So the scroller, you can turn it off, turn it on. Logo off, on. Yeah, apparently you won't be able to make it set to breathe. But yet again, you can link it to different programs and be like, hey, if I'm in this game, I just don't want any colors. I don't want any lights to be on. So you can take care of that, I suppose. Yeah. And the most important one is calibration, where you can actually choose like different mats, and based on those, it's like, okay, it's really nice to have this sort of option. Based on these, it will calibrate the mass sensors accordingly. So it's pretty good. So even if you don't have Razer mats, no problem. Click on others. You can add different mouse pads. So a mouse pad 1, and then just recalibrate. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it's just click and then do it. It's easy. And then the lift off ranges, that's exactly why Razer decided to go with 2 sensors, because with the optical lens as well, especially with the lift off range, you can change the range. So like as I hover the mouse, I can move it and it just recognizes and then it moves it, like, so I'm not really touching the surface with the mouse right now, and it still works. So you can change this, and it's just amazing. I love this. Yeah, so that's it pretty much with Razer Taipan. So far, it is one of my favorite mouses. I have Death Adder as well, which I'm gonna talk about later on the next video, hopefully. But for now, guys, um, yeah, go and have fun with this because Razer products are awesome, and the Razer Taipan is one of my favorite mouses. It's just fantastic. You can purchase this lovely mouse. We actually gonna you can go ahead and apply for a student discount. So apparently it's $80 US dollars, and it is 119, or basically 120 Aussie dollar. Same price for both colors. So yes, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave your comments, feedback if you have this. If you have any problems with the mouse or any sort of questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.